all the way up to 392. So all right, you're here. All right, good. So it's time to do the streamer spotlight, and our guest today, of course, is Devin the Dude. If this is your first time here, I do a streamer spotlight every morning. Also today, be on the lookout for my YouTube. I'm gonna post all the one from Monday, the one from Tuesday, and the one from today will be posted. And we're gonna have a streamer spotlight tomorrow as well on Thanksgiving Day, and one on Black Friday. Oh, he was 378, and we got him up to 382. Okay, I just give him 10 light levels too much. So guys, welcome. Thank you for joining my channel. If you're watching me on YouTube, I stream every morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost. And every morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, we do a streamer spotlight where we interview a growing streamer. We've been doing this since about February, where we're approaching nearly 300 interviews on this thing. I'm guessing we probably already passed the 300 interview mark, maybe. But yes, I do have a YouTube. Surprise, surprise, I do have a YouTube. I just don't promote it that much. ! YouTube. I just don't put many videos on there. I'm going to start using it more, posting more streamer spotlights, and I might even be recording YouTube videos in the middle of my stream. So yeah, every morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we do a streamer spotlight where we interview a growing streamer. You know, one of the toughest things about being a streamer is finding exposure and finding places to get exposure and letting people know, hey man, come check me out. So this is what I've been doing on my I used to do it on my podcast. Now I do it here on my stream. So our guest today is Devin the Dude. Devin, let's start right there. Devin the Dude. What the history behind that?
Man, it really just come out of nowhere. Like I was famous in high school for wearing robes to school all the time.
Robes?
Yeah, dude. So they called me the Dude. Like I was always called the Dude.
Like you are the Dude. El Duder. Duderino.
The Duder.
The Duder.
And so after a while, there was a rapper that come out, and his name was Devin the Dude, and everybody started calling me that because
Nice.
I'd always like freestyle rap back in the day.
Oh,
I was
that's
terrible at it. I was absolutely horrible, but I had so much fun doing
But you
it.
still tried anyway, man. That's cool. Man.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just wore robes to school. Explain why you would wear robes to school. Were you just that lazy, or were you just that stoned?
No, neither one, man. Neither one, actually. I grew up in a very small school, like a really redneck school, and as you can tell from my voice, we real famous around here.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a whole lot of kids, and the teachers were kind of lax. I played a lot of sports, so I was always doing something, and I didn't want to dress up for school. I didn't really care about what people thought about me or anything like that. So
The Dude don't care.
I don't care, man. So I'd play like all week. I'd wear just a robe or something, like just Hugh Hefner style too. It wasn't even like an old like dirty
You wore a
one.
T-shirt at least.
Yeah, yeah. I had to wear clothes underneath, or I would have probably gotten kicked out. I don't know. They like me, but
Where are you
that's
from?
where it started.
Where
I'm
is
from
that
Tennessee,
accent from?
man. From Tennessee.
Tennessee. So was it a small? Was it a small school where like everybody knew each other?
Yeah, our high school, like our entire high school, I think we had about 400 kids, 410 kids.
Wow. The entire high school, 410 kids.
Yeah, and that was what's crazy. Is I actually moved my sophomore year, so I went from a school that had 400 kids into a school that we had around 1,600.
Uh-huh.
So it was a huge difference. It's East Tennessee. Yeah, I'm in Knoxville now. I don't care where people really know, but
Yeah.
I'm from a place pretty small outside of that. But man, it was just a bunch of crazy people.
Did
Did
they make bourbon when you're in your neck of the woods?
Man, they made moonshine. Like, my family's very famous for some moonshine.
Your family was there in the beginning of NASCAR?
No, not quite that famous.
Okay.
But they did do some moonshining back in their day.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I mean, if I drink some of that moonshine that you make, am I gonna pass out with a couple of shots? Because I'm a lightweight.
Yes, you will. Yeah, my uncle makes some pretty mean moonshine, and a lot of people have never heard of it, but we make something that's called muscadine wine,
Ooh.
and it's like legit muscadine wine. So
It's legit. So a couple of sips, and you're gonna have a really good Thanksgiving.
Yes, yes, very, very much so.
People are talking about their graduating classes. You want to know how many I had in my graduating class? Just my graduating class. I mean,
Did you grow up in Tampa?
no, I grew up in Miami. I grew up in Miami, and
Oh my
I
God,
went to a high school called
2000?
1,000 in the graduating class.
That's a ton, man.
1,000 in the graduating class, and the school in total was about 5K. 5K in the school in total. It was
Good God.
way
Yeah.
overpopulated. By the time I left, they had to build these portable class. In fact, they've had portable classrooms in the football field. Like they completely cut off the football field and put all these portables. Eventually, they had to build a new building. They're now building a brand new building to house all these kids that go to that school. Man,
Dude, that's
the high school
I
I
don't
went
know
to
what I
was
would've
bigger than
done.
some college campuses.
yeah. I mean, it sounds like it's bigger than our college campus that we have here.
Yeah,
I'd probably pooped on myself. I don't know. I mean,
dude, it was.
I get
it was
nervous in
big.
situations like that. Like I'm an introverted extrovert is what they call me. I don't know what the hell that is, but I'll take it.
So
been called
Devin, man,
worse.
give me a little bit of your gaming history, dude.
Man, I started off pretty young. I wasn't like a NES guy. I never really had a whole lot because, like I said, I played a ton of sports and stuff like that. But I was playing baseball was one of my big ones growing up. And as I was playing baseball, I had my father missed a baseball game of mine, and I hit a grand slam when I was real young. And to apologize, I come home and there was a Sega Genesis. So Sega was like my first thing. Got kind of addicted to it, and then obviously I had to kind of bounce out because I was always busy.
So
Didn't
Sega
get
was
played
your
a
first
lot.
console, so you're a little younger than me. You didn't have an NES?
I had an NES later, which is crazy, but I did end up getting one later on, and that was something I just worked for and paid for myself. But that was not my first one. No, not at all.
What was the game? What was the game that you played that was like, oh
Sonic
my
the
god?
Hedgehog, man.
Say again?
Sonic.
Sonic, just
That
the
was
first
my-
game out the box.
Dude, that was my game. I lived on that game.
Nice.
I was
actually
always
have
in
Sonic the
trouble.
Hedgehog
Oh, I
on my Xbox arcade, so maybe one day I'll play it just for Devin the Dude.
Whenever you're ready, man. I'm down to play.
Oh
can
man,
get it together.
you'll be. I'll let you. You can be Sonic. I'll be Tails. I'll be Tails. It's okay. Hated Tails.
Yeah.
Okay. Always falling behind. Always falling behind. I would let him die. I didn't care. So Devin
Like-
the Dude. So does '89 represent the year you were born?
It was. I'm 27, man. I just turned 27.
I knew you were younger than
So-
me because if your first console was a Sega Genesis, because Sega Genesis was actually my second console. Were you like me? Were you one of those Sega defenders? Like, because Nintendo was like the console that everybody wanted to play. The Super Nintendo. I was one of those Genesis defenders. Like, our graphics are better, and they move, and your pictures are less pixelated. Were you that kind of guy?
Man, really, honestly, I've never been biased towards any kind of system. Like, I could find, it's the same thing with women, man. I could find something good in all of them. I won't necessarily say, like, it's
Lady,
perfect.
you got some nice elbows.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you have a great personality. Or you have a strong work ethic.
Devin
That's
the
about all I can
Dude,
say.
don't discriminate. I love
I
it.
don't, man. And, like, I do prefer certain things over others. Like, I prefer NES over Sega, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And then I think that's just because it's so old school and it's what really started everything.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
that's
Keep going.
really where I was at there. And then PlayStation, Xbox. Obviously, I'm an Xbox guy more than I am PlayStation. But it wasn't always like that. I played Halo. I got really competitive in Halo.
You got really competitive in Halo, so that's what brought you eventually to get into Destiny?
It is, man. Believe it or not, like, I hate Halo now. I haven't liked anything since Halo, I don't know, Halo 4 is like the last one. I didn't like Reach at all. I hated Reach.
Yeah.
And I don't like Halo 5 at all, either one.
Yeah, Halo
So-
5, I mean, ever since Bungie dropped it and we started concentrating
And got
on
rid of it. Yep.
Yeah, it just hasn't
That's
been the
whenever
same.
they ruined
I
it.
played Halo 5 and I hated it so much that I literally turned it back the next day. I'm like, dude, this game just sucks. Yo, Melly good morning. Nice to see you in here. Melly in the house. So Devin the Dude is our streamer today on the Streamer Spotlight. By the way, thank you for being patient and waiting for us to finish out that raid.
Man, it was nothing. I'm just excited to be here. Like, I am I remember when I first found you, and I remember I didn't. Here's the thing: is what's funny is I didn't even follow you like right off the bat. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm
It's all
sorry.
good. Don't worry about it.
But I didn't follow you right off the bat, and I remember coming into, and I could tell you who it was. It was Now Focus Camps. I come into his stream one night, and you were in there, and I was like, dude, this guy legit cares. Because you hear about people like, oh, I want to help everybody out, and I was like, this guy legit cares.
Hell yeah,
because
man.
he didn't have anybody in there, and I'd been following Focus for a while, and I was like, that's it. I went and followed you that night. I was like, there's no way I won't follow him.
Yeah, man, you'll find me in. I live on this Twitch, man. I love this Twitch. So yeah, you'll find me in Focus Camps' stream, talking with him. You'll find me in Rex stream, and you'll find me, when Theory eventually starts streaming, you'll find me in his stream. You'll find me in a bunch of people's streams. And yeah, man, I don't fake the funk, man. When I say I support. I go in there. I drop hosts. I give people, people on my stream team. I put people on my stream team, and tomorrow, I have a big announcement for those that also stream and also that are subscribers to me. So I'm all about it, man. I'm always trying to find ways to
No, you are, and I definitely agree with you. I've been I'm really impressed with you. I don't know how to explain it, but I am really extremely impressed with you because you get people that say things that don't mean things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like life is where I come from, we're a little different around.
Exactly. Say what you mean,
So-
mean what you say.
Exactly, and I do appreciate that a ton.
Nice.
Like whenever I started coming in and I was watching you with Dammit and Evil, like I found Evil a couple times and I ran across him, and I've always had a lot of fun in his. And I've met a lot of really awesome people through you, like Molt Time. I have a ton of fun with him
Molt is
too,
a good
so.
dude.
But I do appreciate you and everything that there.
Hell yeah, man. That's what we do around here. And yes, I did say fake the funk. I don't fake the funk, man. I don't fake the funk around here. I did say that. If you know where that's from, Zero, fake the funk is from Shaq. I don't fake the funk in a nasty dunk. Yo, Nax, thank you for clicking on my heart. Madman, thank you for clicking on my heart. So, let's talk about what made you fall in love with Destiny, man.
I didn't really fall in love with it at first. I was a huge COD player, and the community, as you know, is just, it is like, good gosh.
Toxic over there, COD, yes.
Yeah, it's just black tar. So I didn't fall in love with it at first, and then as I played more and more, one of my buddies got me started in it, and he gave me a beta code, and I played it in beta, and I wasn't a huge fan there. I'm sorry, man.
Understandable. I know you're probably playing right now. You're playing right now. What you do? What are you up to right now?
I'm kind of just bouncing around. I'm just really nervous, man. I get really nervous in weird
You
situations.
don't need to be nervous. You're talking to me.
So-
You're talking about Guardian, man. It's okay, man.
Okay, so I played Destiny, and I got really into it at first. Kind of lost it, and after I lost it and quit playing, it took me probably 6 months to get into it. And I'm kind of in that lull. You were talking about it yesterday. I'm in that lull mode now, to where you're just
Yeah, we're
whatever.
kind of in the lull right now. There is a little lull.
Yeah.
It'll come back in December, but the game is still great. Even in the lull, the game is still great. I just got my Thorn back, so there's always something.
still
There's
haven't
always
got my
something to
Thorn
do.
I ain't got my Thorn.
In Destiny, you haven't got your Thorn yet. Oh man, I finally got
I
my
have it.
Thorn.
And it's a lot of grinding, and that don't bother me.
Yeah.
I like the grinding spot of it. The PvP is what really keeps me coming back. And lately, I think they've kind of wrecked it a little bit on PvP. Like they've taken away some of the. I was a huge sniper. Sniping was my favorite part, but everything has flinch now, so it's almost all shotguns, which I'm really good with a shotgun.
Oh yeah.
I just prefer a sniper because I think it takes a little bit more skill.
It does. I mean, I'm not a sniper guy, so I would agree. I would admit. Listen, I like that it's a shotgun meta because I suck with the sniper rifle, so I don't mind a shotgun meta. Listen, you don't need to be nervous, Devin. Just picture a lady with amazing elbows, and you'll be all right.
I'm just gonna picture Dammit naked.
Just picture Dammit naked. That's a good. He's got big old TTs. Anyway, so Devin, when people come to your channel, man, what can they expect?
Well, I hate to say it. Sometimes I can be kind of inappropriate. It is a 18 and up channel. I do have fun. I have a lot of fun, but like today, Wednesdays, I do Wasted Wednesdays sometimes, and today is one of those days. I I try to talk to everybody. There's times I get really into the game and I don't get to talk as much as I'd like. But I was watching you talk yesterday, and one of the biggest things I have had issues with, and Evil gave me constructive criticism on it, and I've worked on it, and it's awesome, was that the dead space. It's so hard to fill up the dead space, especially if you don't have a lot of people to talk to in the stream or anything like that. Even if you don't have one person, you're pretty much just talking to yourself, especially if you're playing by yourself.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of throw you off a little bit whenever you're trying to fill up that dead space and you're talking to yourself, and it just takes time. I mean, it really does. But whenever people's in, I'm very interactive and I have a lot of fun with them. I don't mind trolls. Like, I know a lot of people like can't stand trolls. I don't mind trolls as long as they troll me. If they start trolling other people that's in the stream, it kind of gets to me. I do get a little aggravated, and I will drop the ban hammer on them.
Oh yeah.
Because those are my people. And like, there was a day that I had Dammit come in, and he raided me, and there was a kid, just a random kid, that found me and come in and started trolling a lot of the kids that was in there, or a lot of the people that were in there, and I got really aggravated. So that's one of the things I don't really care for there. You can make fun of me as much as you want. I enjoy being made fun of. I mean, I'm like 5 foot tall, little redneck guy. I mean, I gotta get used to that in life, right?
5 foot tall, nice dude.
I'm 5'7", but I mean, I might as well be 5 foot. It's all the same.
Well, you're 5'7". You're only a few inches shorter than me. I'm not that tall either.
Man.
So DevinTheDude is our streamer today on the Streamer Spotlight. One of the things I tell people, one of the good things to do to practice to talk to yourself, if you have nobody in your chat, or if you have a few people in your chat and they're not chatting, is just narrate what you're doing. Be like, all right, you narrate what you're doing. Be like, all right, I'm jumping over here, I'm killing this guy. Oh man, just narrate what you're doing, and it gets you in the mood. A good thing that I like to do as well is have have stuff to talk about, to prepare. Talk about your life. Talk about what you did. If you got a girlfriend, you got a wife, you got a husband, whatever. Talk about your life. Talk about what's going on, and for the most part, people like to get into the mind of the streamer. Sure, they like people that talk hardcore game, but they also like to know the streamer. So that's why we do these streamer spotlights, man. We like to get to know people. So Devin, man, what do you do IRL, man? What's your IRL life like?
In real life, man, I actually I work for a cellular company. I sell phones.
Oh.
So it's
let me get that iPhone 7, man.
Yeah, here's something crazy. I don't know if I should be talking about this or not, but yesterday we actually got robbed at gunpoint in one of our stores, and we're in a I know, dude. It was 4 guys from Chicago, ended up in a high-speed chase. Like, that never happens in Tennessee. People were freaking out. And it was like all over the news, but I've been to a lot of cities. One thing is, as country as I sound, I'm very open. Yeah. So I'm very, very extremely open, and I see things, and that happened yesterday. It freaked everybody out. So,
oh, dude, I would totally talk about that. So just held at gunpoint?
Yeah, they come in. There was four people there. There were 3 employees and a customer, actually. And apparently there was a bunch of customers in the store, and I was supposed to work that shift, and I gave it up.
Oh, look at that! Nice.
So, dude, so lucky, because I'm a bullheaded, like.
But is everyone safe? There's nobody got shot. No one got
nobody got hurt at
whipped.
all. Yeah, nobody got hurt. They got zip tied up. They zip tied. It was 3 guys and a girl. They zip tied them up. Took $150,000 worth of phones, and we got all the phones back within 45 minutes.
Oh,
that's
dude,
how fast
cops
it
were on point there, man.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have anything to do, so anytime the cops they're like, let's go, yeah. And so there's like 4 people.
Put down the moonshine. There's actually something to do. Let's go.
It's like Andy Griffith, man. That's exactly how it is.
So how shocking was it? Were these guys? Were they from town, out of town? Where were they? Who were these guys?
Yeah, they were from Chicago. So it's a huge, like, we know about it obviously because I've been doing it for 3 years now, and I know a lot about it. So it's a big job. Like, a lot of people do this. It's a big thing. It's just fraud. So the whole reason why people are always like, why do I have to pay for my phone now? Because most phones cost over $500. So anything over $500 is a felony. If you do something like that, they can hit you with a felony if you do something fraudulent. So now that's the reason why they do that. So that's a job for people, is that they literally go from state to state to state to state just picking up phones. They usually don't rob them at gunpoint. They'll usually just use somebody else's credit or do something fraud. They'll pick up.
Is it kind of creepy to know that they probably cased the joint a few times?
It is a little creepy, considering the fact, especially the store that was robbed is it's 1.4 miles from me exactly. So it's not even that far from me where I live. That I just bought my house. So I'm like, great, that's perfect. That's exactly where I want to live. But it's not, this part of town's not really that bad. It just happened to be where they hit, and they got a good hit on it. And I mean, it's crazy to think about. And I was really happy that I wasn't there. Really happy that.
Yeah. You're thinking about another job, or you're like, fuck it, how many more times can this happen?
No, my job is so lenient, man. Like I can work when I want. I work 4, maybe 3 days a week, so I don't work a ton.
You can work when you want. Oh my God, you can't give me that kind of job. You can't give me that kind of job, because I'd be like, work when I want, and I'll show up when I need some cash.
Yeah, it's kind of how it works. Like I'm like, I'm gonna not work for the next week, 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna work for a month straight. But I work probably 15 to 18 days a month, and it's hard to find a job with that kind of leniency. I've been an operations manager at a lot of other companies. I've made a lot more money at other places, but the leniency is amazing.
Yeah. So sometimes it's not about the money. I know how that goes, man. I had this job at I had this radio station job that made a lot of money. I was doing well, but I just wasn't happy with it. The same thing at this gym. I was doing sales for them. I was making tons of money, but I was working like 80 hours a week, and I'm like, yo, I mean, I don't have time to even spend this money, even see my wife. At the time, so I don't even if I had that job, I would just call the boss every day. Yo, I can't. I'm streaming today. I gotta go. Do they know about your streams at your job?
Yes, actually, I did a charity stream like last year. I did the not St. Jude's. What was the one that just passed? It wasn't autism. It's a big one.
It was breast cancer.
Yes, I think that was it actually. But I did a charity stream last year, and a bunch of people actually got on. We have about 720 stores nationwide, so they actually sent it out into like an entire nation email, nice. Which was really cool. Extra Life, that's what it was. Extra Life, Thuggy. There you go. It was Extra Life.
Extra Life. Okay, yeah,
that is St. Jude's, though, isn't it? Is that not St.? I think that's St. Jude's. Anyways, they sent that out to the entire network.
Extra Life does kids hospitals, but they don't necessarily just concentrate on St. Jude's. Extra Life works with local hospitals, local children's hospitals. So if you have a local children's hospital, that's the Extra Life. They concentrate on all children's hospitals.
That's right, because it was children's hospital. You're right. There you go. See, you know about this.
Know my thing.
But yeah, I did that. They sent that out to everybody, like nationwide, to all 700 stores. I literally got no feedback from that thing. I did 24 hours straight, completely exhausted, and I did raise some money. I think I raised like $1,500, $1,800.
Dude, that's amazing. $1,800, $1,500. Good job, man.
Well, I was really happy with it, considering at the time I think I had like 55 followers. And I was like, I'm going to do this, because this is when I first started last year. And I was like, this would be awesome. One thing is I volunteer. I have like a little brother and everything that I volunteer with. So kids are a huge thing, even though I don't have any kids. That's our futures, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So that was one of the big things. And that was really cool. Sometimes, like, my boss was making fun of me last night. I was like, what are you going to do, go sit in front of your TV and turn the camera on? So of course, like,
you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. What are you gonna go do? Drink moonshine and pass out?
Well, I do that too, so I can't say that. Like, if I could say that, I would do that.
And drink moonshine and pass out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's what the Wasted Wednesday's all about. My Wednesday streams, man, I like to get, I got a little bit of everything. I do shots with followers. Sometimes the followers don't do shots. I found that out. You can't trust them.
Yeah, I've done 7 shots. How are you still typing?
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of do that. I'm pretty strong-willed.
Oh, not me, man. I did one stream where I drank, and I was done after like 30 minutes. I was done. And I had, and you're gonna laugh at me, man. I had I had Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we turned up with some Jack Daniels around here.
I still have a little bit of it. That messed me up so bad. I did the honey so I could do normal shots, and yeah, I was done. Well, a lot of you guys can type after 7 shots, because you guys are you still got your drinking stamina up, man. I haven't since I had my daughter, and it's just coincidence. It wasn't anything I wasn't trying to like make a statement or anything. I just stopped drinking when I had my daughter. I don't know. It was so weird, man. It was just strange. I used to be a guy that could down a 12-pack all by himself like nothing, and here I am. 1.5 beers, I'm gonna be like, hey, you're looking sexy.
I will say that there's been a few times that I've like went way too hard. There was probably about a month and a half ago that I got more followers than I normally do because I was actually putting myself out on like Twitter and stuff. And when I did that, I was doing the shots. And as I was doing the shots, I fell asleep. Just fell asleep. 5 hours, fell asleep. Stream on, didn't even care. Like just laid down in a chair.
Well, good thing
gone.
you didn't get suspended. People actually can get suspended for falling asleep on stream. So you skirted the law on that one, dude. That's funny.
So this was the trick. Is I sit in like a gaming just a regular office chair.
Yeah.
If I have a like full blown recliner off stream, you can't see, and I just went over there, went to bed.
So it was just office chair for 5 hours. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, I went and laid in the recliner and went to sleep. My stream just happened to be on the entire time.
Yeah, it was just chair the whole time. Yo, Angry, I bet you can do heart surgery after 7 shots. Angry Iceberg is a guy who has a super high tolerance. Yo, Devin, this has been a lot of fun, man. When can people watch you, man? When do you stream so people can catch you and check you out?
So like Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I usually do from noon until about 8:30, sometimes a little bit later. And then almost every other day I'm on by 7. I try to be home by 7. Tuesdays I take off. I don't stream, but that's it. My schedule changes constantly, obviously, but that's usually when I stick to my schedule pretty strictly.
So what? A TV raid. TV raid. Who's raiding? What is a TV raid? Apparently I'm getting raided by somebody. TV raid. All right. I have no idea what this means.
I'm watching this. This is
television raid. What is going on? What's going on? Word Up All Day and Crazy Z Sniper and Gothic Draco. True Vanguard raid. Oh baby, television. Yo, True Vanguard with the raid. What's up, guys? You're joining me right at the tail end of my streamer spotlight right here. Yo, True Vanguard. Thank you for the raid. Yo, Devin. So what big plans do you have for Thanksgiving, man? Other than eating a lot of turkey.
I'm probably gonna stream a little bit. I'm not working on Thanksgiving, so that's like probably my big plan. I don't really do the whole family thing. I don't hang out with my family, so I'm very detached, and I love eating dinner. So I'm gonna eat my girlfriend's dinner, like her family. We're gonna have all that good stuff.